Hello, sixth graders. Welcome to our first official remote learning video on Google Classroom. Today we're going to be talking about capitalization rules. Now I want you to think back to about a week ago when we took our capitalization pretest. Now the point of the pretest is really just information for me to see where you guys are in your capitalization skills. Now I don't want you guys to worry about the word pretest and test. You guys will not be graded on that assignment in the quiz or testing category. It was just for me just to look at where you guys are in your skills, to repeat my first point. So let's take a look at some of these capitalization rules. First, we're going to look at the words that you do capitalize. And there's quite a lengthy list here, so I would like you to take notes on this slide and submit your notes in the form on the assignment tab. First thing you do is you capitalize the first, last, and important words in a title. So our example here is Singing in the Rain. So this is an interesting one because it's the title of a song, but it's also a title in a movie. But notice the red bolded letters. Singing, the I in singing is not supposed to be red. That's my bad, but just the S, singing, and rain. You capitalize the first word and the last word. You capitalize all verbs and capitalize prepositions of 5 letters or more. So you notice that in Singing in the Rain, the preposition in this is in. In is a preposition. However, it's less than 5 words, so you don't need to capitalize that. But we do see an example in the next one. Traitors are within these walls. Now, the preposition in this example is within. So we are going to capitalize the W with within. And the verb in this sentence is are. Traitors are within these walls. The next thing on our agenda is days of the week, months, holidays, and special days. These are kind of no-brainer rules. I believe you guys already are pretty good at capitalizing words like Sunday through Saturday, the 12 months of the year, holidays like Christmas, St. Patrick's Day, Memorial Day, etc. So I think you guys have got that pat down. The next on our agenda is first letter of the first word in most lines of poetry. Now, I don't expect you guys to know this one because we haven't officially entered our poetry unit, but I believe you guys will be able to get a hang of it once you learn it. So example, the sun sank over the tropical horizon, signaling to everyone that the end was near. Now, the rules of poetry are kind of funky because poetry doesn't follow many rules of grammar or English in general. So there's many different kinds of poetry that kind of forget regular rules. So I won't probably be testing you on this particular element as much as the other ones. So please note that. You want to capitalize titles like mom, dad, and titles that can be replaced with a name. For example, Grandpa or Bob. Give Aunt Carol the money. Notice how Carol's the aunt in this situation, so you have to capitalize Aunt Carol. That's her title. Languages: Spanish, Japanese, English, and Italian. Religions: Christianity and God. So for this one, you notice that you want to capitalize the religion itself and the one body or the person being worshipped. For example, in our religion, we worship God. So in Christianity, we worship God. In Judaism, they worship Jehovah. First word of a greeting and closing in a letter. For example, dear everyone, or yours truly. Names of institutions and businesses. So institutions, you can think of it as schools. Like you capitalize Lawrence Catholic Academy, Merrimack College, Central Park, companies like Microsoft, Apple, Starbucks, you name it. You also want to capitalize proper nouns when they act as adjectives, but not the noun they describe. So here, this is probably the most trickiest slide here. So, American music. American is the adjective. However, because it symbolizes America or whatever country, you can substitute that for Japanese music or Chinese music, etc. But because it's coming from a specific place, you have to capitalize that first word, American, but do not capitalize music. For example, like Chinese food, Italian food. You have to capitalize the origin word, which is the adjective in this example. You also want to capitalize directions when they refer to a region of a country or the world. For example, Israel is a country in the Middle East. That's the direction referring to a region. The Northwest Territory was established in 1787. So now we're going to look at all the things you don't capitalize. Seasons. Summer, winter, spring, autumn, and fall are interchangeable. Examples of disease. So this is the disease slide. Examples: chickenpox, cancer, polio, yellow fever. But note this specifically. Some diseases are named after people, so you definitely want to capitalize those. For example, Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer is a name of a person, and the disease was named after that person. So you have to capitalize Alzheimer's, but you don't capitalize the word disease. You also don't want to capitalize directions, like general directions for travel or area. Like if you're telling someone to go west on 495, you don't want to capitalize west. In this example, go south on the freeway to get to Southern California. And that is the end of our capitalization video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in the section, or if you need to rewind this video for any reason to go back to prior rules, please feel free to do so. Please don't forget to also do the assignment attached to this video. Thank you very much. Bye.